Morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, my brothers and sisters. Good morning, and welcome back to another Good Morning Grief Devotion. It's your boy, Pastor Corey Allen Duncan Sr. So happy and excited to have you here on today as we lead you in a very special way in today's Good Morning Grief Devotion. This is the daily grief devotion that is strategically designed to help you to navigate through your grief one day at a time. What is grief? I'm so glad you asked. Grief, my brothers and sisters, it is the natural, normal, and necessary response to loss, change, and transition that results in the expressions of feelings and emotions. That grief is what you feel on the inside. Mourning is how you reveal it on the outside. Therefore, we don't suppress it, but we express it. We don't ignore it, but we explore it. We don't conceal it, but we reveal it. We don't lock it up, but we let it out. And that's why we shout good morning, because morning is a good thing. I'm so glad that you're here today as we lead you in a very special way in today's Good Morning Grief Devotion. Today is day 217. We're going to talk about I've been robbed. I've been robbed. Have you ever been robbed before? Mm, Point to ponder. Story time, right? I don't have any story. I got a couple stories, but have you ever been robbed before? What does this have to do with grief? Let's talk about it. People sometimes use the old-fashioned word bereaved when they're talking about grief. The word bereaved comes from the Old English for deprived. I've been deprived of the presence of the person I love. I've been bereaved, or I've been deprived of the presence of the person that I love, right? Deprived. How many of y'all feel like you've been deprived of the presence of the person that you love? Deprived of that laughter, deprived of that smile, deprived of that personality, deprived of that wisdom, deprived of the joy that they brought us, deprived the essence of who they are. I've been deprived of the person I love. You may feel as if you have been deprived, that you've been robbed, right? But the origin of the term also connotes something being taken away by force. It's not just that the person I love simply vanished from my life, they were forcibly stolen from me. I was robbed of them. How many of y'all feel that I was robbed of my mother? I was robbed of my father. I was robbed of my husband, of my wife. I was robbed of my daughter. I was robbed of my. So they were forcibly taken from me. That I didn't. Oh, the way it went down and happened, and I didn't see it coming. That I was robbed. They were forcibly taken from me, and I didn't get to see them and enjoy them in certain settings. I didn't get to see them graduate from college. I didn't get to see them graduate from high school. I didn't get to see them grow up and become a young. I didn't get to see them turn 50. We didn't make it to our 10th wedding anniversary. I didn't get to see them enjoy grandchildren because they left before that. I was robbed of this opportunity. How many of y'all feel that at times it feels like you were robbed, they were forcibly taken away? I don't just feel deprived, I feel robbed. This death is a violation of the way things were, of companionship, of my sense of security, of my future, and more, right? That this death, y'all, took away my companionship, my sense of security, my future. It took away so much from me, right? As I actively work on the 6 needs of mourning, I need to express any feelings of deprivation, violation, or injustice that I feel. If you feel like this, y'all remember, mourning is external, grief is internal. Grief is what you feel, mourning is what you feel. And if you feel like, man, I've been robbed, this is what you need to do. You need to express any feelings of deprivation, violation, or injustice. You feel like you've been deprived, express that. You feel like you've been violated, express that. You feel like a great injustice hasn't taken place, express that. As you navigate through these mourning needs, you got to express how you feel as it relates to your loved one being snatched away from you, right? We feel, we reveal, we heal. Here's the final thought: to be bereaved is to be torn apart. So I may feel deprived and robbed. To be bereaved is to be torn apart. So I may feel deprived and robbed. So many of you may feel bereaved. You may feel torn apart. You may feel deprived and robbed. And you got to talk about it. You got to deal with it. You got to articulate it. You got to express it. You got to navigate through that, right? Because you are bereaved. You've been torn apart. You may feel as if you were robbed of so many opportunities. Let's talk about it. Keep this conversation going. Make sure you articulate this with somebody: your feelings of deprivation, your feelings of um, violation, and the injustice that took place. Today, my brothers and sisters, is day 217. I've been robbed. It's your boy, Pastor Corey Allen Duncan Sr. Hope and pray y'all have a sensational Sunday, and continue to pray for you as you navigate through this season of grief. Let's go.